Officials say that drivers must use US 25 to Interstate 75 at exit 99 as a detour until the roadway is reopened. Reportedly, Madison County Emergency Management Director Tim Gray said that emergency crews had stabilized the mudslide back in early March, but their efforts failed as a result of the severe weather. Because of the heavy rainfall expected during the next few days, it is currently unknown when that roadway will be clear. This is a developing story, and of course, we'll have more for you as it becomes available. Well, Kentucky State Police are investigating a double homicide in Bourbon County after the bodies of a man and a woman were discovered on Pretty Run Road overnight. The investigation is in its early stages, but KSP has confirmed that a suspect has been apprehended. The suspect was located in the Rowan-Carter County line area and taken into custody without incident. Authorities are withholding the names of the victims and the suspects as they continue to gather information. The Kentucky State Police are working to piece together the circumstances surrounding the tragic incident. Of course, this is also a developing story, and the Kentucky State Police have asked the community to remain patient as that investigation is conducted. Well, the Laurel County Sheriff's Office is urgently seeking the public's help in locating a vehicle involved in a fatal hit-and-run crash early Thursday morning. The incident occurred just before 4:30 on US 25, where a moped traveling southbound was struck from behind. Tragically, the moped driver suffered critical injuries and died shortly after arriving at a local hospital. Now, law enforcement is searching for the vehicle responsible for that deadly crash. Investigators believe the vehicle is a Chevrolet Suburban, and it's likely to have sustained damage to its front grille and headlight. If you have any information about the vehicle or witnessed that crash, you are asked to please contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office immediately. That phone number 606-864-6600. Well, have you ever wanted to put a spotlight on your hometown? A Louisville-based magazine is gearing up for their annual Best in Kentucky list, which highlights reader-voted businesses and locations. With more details on the list and how you can place your vote, here's WBON TV's Gage Hill.
The state of Kentucky is as diverse as it is picturesque. The Commonwealth has more than basketball and bourbon on offer, and a Louisville-based publication is encouraging Kentuckians statewide to vote on the best in the bluegrass. Kentucky Living magazine has been published since the late 1940s and has been detailing stories and experiences of residents, along with events, landmarks, and even regional recipes. The magazine's Best in Kentucky list highlights reader-voted favorites from road trips to breakfast places. Vice President of Strategic Communications Joe Arnold says that the list not only informs readers of places to see, but also serves as a way for Kentuckians to promote their town to the rest of the state.
This is a way for our readers then to contribute to the general knowledge of what's great about Kentucky by offering up nominations about their local hometowns. And because we have the largest circulation in the state of any publication, it's a way then for you to help promote your hometown to everyone else who lives here.
Arnold tells us that Kentucky Living is read by more than 1 million people each month in all 120 counties, so their Best in Kentucky list represents every corner of the state. As such, the list can also serve as a travel guide for those looking to explore parts of the Commonwealth they might not normally see on tourism sites.
This ends up being sort of their travel guide or their checklist to say, hey, I'm not quite sure what to do this weekend, or maybe like a one-tank trip across Kentucky. They'll just pick up the magazine and they'll take the reader's recommendations and they'll just tick it off. It is first, second, and third place, and they're in our September issue, and they can take it with them where they go.
The online ballot for the Best in Kentucky nominees will go live on May 1st on the Kentucky Living website, and readers will have the opportunity to cast their votes all month. According to Arnold, these votes will then be verified for accuracy before they reveal the winners in August on their award show and in September through their magazine. Reporting for WBON Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage, for that story. Well, Governor Andy Beshear addressed Kentuckians Thursday as the Commonwealth remains in a state of emergency due to ongoing severe weather. According to the press release, Beshear said he would give updates on a variety of topics, including development, infrastructure improvements, and the state's response to natural disasters and severe weather. Reportedly, during the conference, Beshear said that the severity of the weather Wednesday night indicated that the weather during the next 2 days will be less intense. However, the chances of flash flooding and riverbank flooding will be high Thursday through Sunday morning. So far, 49 state roads, according to the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, have been closed due to weather hazards as of 12:51 today. Beshear cautioned Kentuckians to drive carefully on roadways during this severe weather. Well, a joint investigation into stolen timber from the Daniel Boone National Forest has led to the arrest of 2 Somerset men on drug and stolen property charges. The Pulaski County Sheriff's Office, working alongside the U.S. Forest Service, executed a warrant on a home on Highway 1003 Wednesday. Sheriff Bobby Jones reports that 33-year-old Trent Whitaker and 37-year-old Nathaniel Whitus, both of Somerset, were arrested after the search revealed a cache of illegal items. Agents with the U.S. Forest Service who were investigating timber theft within the National Forest requested assistance from the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office to execute that search warrant. During the search, deputies discovered methamphetamine in 2 locations within the home, along with multiple firearms, drug trafficking paraphernalia, and stolen property. Trent Whitaker has been charged with first-degree first offense possession of methamphetamine. Nathaniel Whitus has been arrested on 2 outstanding failure to appear bench warrants and also charged with first-degree first offense possession of methamphetamine. Both men were taken to the Pulaski County Detention Center. A shocking case out of Adair County where a teacher is now facing multiple felony charges, including soliciting a juvenile to commit murder. Kentucky State Police have arrested 27-year-old Elena Barden of Columbia, who was working at the Adair Juvenile Detention Center. The investigation began after allegations surfaced that Barden solicited a male juvenile at the detention center to kill her husband. During a search of the juvenile's living area, authorities discovered letters and explicit material allegedly sent by Barden. Further investigation by KSP detectives revealed even more disturbing evidence. Barden is accused of subjecting the juvenile to illegal sexual contact and providing him with sexually explicit images of herself, in addition to the murder solicitation. Barden has been charged with murder solicitation, first-degree sexual abuse, and first offense distribution of obscene matter to a minor. She's currently held in the Adair County Detention Center. Kentucky State Police are continuing the investigation into this case. With that, we're going to take a quick break. More weather in the area overnight tonight. We've got Sam in the Weather Center going to take a look at the forecast.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now Steel in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow!
When it comes to having someone work on our homes, you need someone you can trust. Someone who will get the job done the right way and be with you throughout the entire process. At Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration, they will meet with you and explain what needs to be done. They won't take advantage of you during your time of need and offer free roof inspections, water damage cleanup, water remediation and restoration, plus more services. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Online at KentuckyRoofWorks.com and on Facebook. There when you need us.
We got a little wild and crazy out there last night with the thunderstorms, tornadoes in some areas of the country. Now we're going to be dealing with the rain. We've got Sam in the Weather Center to give us a breakdown on what we can expect next.
Hi, thanks, Gretelyn. And take a look at this video by Brittany Short. And it looks like just south of Richmond here in Kingston near Big Hill. And it looks like possible tornado right about here. You can see there's a wall cloud stretching right around here. It's kind of difficult in between the flashes, but it looks like there may be some kind of activity right there. Maybe a funnel, possible tornado. Tough to determine at night, isn't it? Oh, there you can see it. A little more distinct. And we have the beaver tail, the inflow coming in, and the clear behind it. That is the rear flank, the downdraft. And so that's wrapping that thing up. And so we've got more activity on the way, quite a bit of rainfall to say the least. We do have a tornado watch now just south going into Mount Vernon, Stanford, and McKee, looking south of Berea. We also have flood watches out, some flood advisories and flash flood warnings out in the red. And so hefty amounts of rainfall, a moderate risk of excessive rainfall. In other words, a level 3 out of 4 flash flooding, watching small streams and river rises as we head through the overnight. So be prepared for some flooding. Remember, turn around, don't drown. Forget about it. You see ponding on the roadways, just turn that thing right around. A slight risk of severe weather here for the overnight. Again, that's mainly going to be for some damaging wind gusts where we have all this rain. We've kind of zapped a lot of the energy in the atmosphere. It's on the southern edge of this line where we have the rain, and then there's a southern edge. It's really along that southern boundary. So it's a little bit less of a chance of tornadic activity today, but it will return as we head into Saturday. I'm a little more concerned about Saturday, and again, we'll have to face with heavy rainfall. It's drier and cooler to start off next week. See that high of 51 on Monday. Gretelyn, back to you.
Thanks, Sam. And of course, you can always be weather aware with the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting, our sister station on the radio, 100.7 The Coyote. You can get weather updates there, and then always you can check out our forecast on WBONTV.com and also on our Facebook page. The Lexington Police Department is asking for the public's help in locating a drug trafficker. Reportedly, 21-year-old Preston Clapp is wanted on multiple charges, including first-degree trafficking of a controlled substance, fentanyl, first-degree trafficking of a controlled substance, methamphetamine, receiving stolen property, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Clapp is described as 5 foot 8 inches tall, 125 pounds. You can see a picture of Clapp up there on your screen now. If you have any information regarding the suspect's whereabouts, you are asked to please contact the Lexington Police Department. That phone number, 859-258-3600. You can also always leave an anonymous tip at Bluegrass Crime Stoppers. That phone number, 859-253-2020. Lexington police have arrested 2 men in connection to a shooting death of 19-year-old Darius Gaston Garner. According to officials, 21-year-old Fazian Odom, who was already in custody at the Fayette County Detention Center on unrelated charges, has now additionally been charged on Wednesday with murder in connection to Gaston Garner's death. The other man, 20-year-old Tyrese Ingram, was arrested in Louisville on a warrant for murder. He is currently being held in the Louisville Metro Department of Corrections. These arrests are part of a homicide investigation into the shooting incident at River Park Drive on March 10th. Officials say that Gaston Garner was found at the scene suffering from a gunshot wound. He was reportedly taken to a local hospital where he later died as a result of those life-threatening injuries. This is another developing story. Investigation is ongoing. Lexington Police Department is requesting the public's help in locating a man wanted on multiple domestic violence charges. Reportedly, 48-year-old Aaron Perkins is wanted on charges of first-degree unlawful imprisonment, first-degree strangulation, fourth-degree assault, and first-degree criminal mischief. Perkins is described as 5 foot 9 inches tall, weighing 200 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes. Again, we have another photo there for you to check out on the screen. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts of the suspect, you're asked to please contact the Lexington Police Department. That phone number, 859-258-3600. You can also send an anonymous tip on this one as well. Reminder that Bluegrass Crime Stoppers phone number, 859-253-2020. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Michael Watkins up next with all the latest sports news.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service in a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And Gus and PD.
From Hicks and Funson, Kentucky Lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nerdad again.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
When inclement weather hits the greater Richmond area, you can count on Richmond's very own WBON TV9 News Team. Continuing news team coverage of traffic alerts, power outages, road conditions, and traffic impacts like accidents or downed trees. Accurate forecast, watches and warnings, local cancellations and delays, and official information from emergency management and the National Weather Service. Be sure to like and follow WBON TV on Facebook for breaking news, alerts, watches, and warnings. And log on to WBONTV.com for all the news on your schedule. Count on WBON TV9 and our media partners 100.7 FM The Coyote for outstanding team coverage when you need it most. Thanks for watching. Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Madison Central softball knocked off in-county rival Madison Southern last night, and here today's Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report to recap and more from Madison County Sports. Michael Watkins stops by.
Back with you, everybody, on this wet, nasty day outside on this Thursday edition of the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. Today we're going to start things off with the softball game last night. Madison Central is now 2-0 in baseball and softball games this season against their in-county rival Madison Southern, following a 9-6 win for the Lady Indians last night. Southern led early, but Central's bats fueled the comeback. Lena Guerra was 2 for 4 with a run scored. Riley Parks was 2 for 3 with a pair of runs driven in, and Devin Stewart hit her first home run while driving in her team-high 13th run of the season. Jenna Scarberry got the start for Madison Central and the win, going 5 2/3 innings to get the victory. Allie Wilson drove in a pair of runs for Madison Southern, while Lexi Keener went 2 for 3 in the loss. Ashlyn Eastep was 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Southern was supposed to get right back at it tonight, but obviously if you've been outside today, you would guess right. That game has been canceled. Central is off until a home game versus Scott County on Monday. Madison Central baseball went on the road and picked up a third straight win, beating Montgomery County 7-2. The Indians are now 9-3, and of those 12 games, only 3 of them have been on their home field. They're also about to hit the road for their annual spring break trip down to Florida, something that Coach Roof spoke about with me during an interview earlier this week on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
Yeah, the bus rides are obviously a time to bond. You know, we're going to Florida this Saturday, so it's 10 to 12 hours on the bus together. But, you know, the other thing we're seeing is all these fields now are turf. So, and it's something where I'm going to have to adjust. You know, like tomorrow night we play Garrett County. Well, it's a turf field, so they're good. North Laurel's turf. You know, Whitley County had a brand new turf field. So the games are not being as rain. You know, there's not many rainouts down the road. So definitely something I'm going to look at next year as I schedule. Like the turf field, good shot that we're going to play.
Well, the Eastern Kentucky University Beach volleyball team is set for its lone 5-match homestand, beginning with the A-Sun North Challenge on Friday and Saturday. The Colonels have 3 matches at the EKU Beach courts over the next 2 days. First, facing Austin Peay on Friday at 6 p.m. before taking on North Alabama and Central Arkansas on Saturday at 8 a.m. and noon. All matches for the tournament will have live stats, those links available at each team's respective websites. EKU returns home with a 7-9 record, having lost their last 4 on the road at the A-Sun midseason tournament in Jacksonville, Florida last week. The most notable of those 4 matches came against number 14 Stetson, with the Colonels taking the nationally ranked Hatters to 3 sets at the number 1, number 2, and number 5 flights. This weekend will mark the first meeting between the Colonels and the Sugar Bears, while previously knocking off the Governors 5-0 at the Cincy Clash at the beginning of the season and falling to North Alabama by that same score at the March to May tournament. Against Austin Peay, EKU has won 3 of the last 4 meetings with the Governors, coming to Richmond with a 3-13 record overall, with their lone Division I win coming against Lindenwood the first week of March. The Lions are an even 10-10 on the season and have won all 7 previous matches against the Colonels. UCA is 9-14 in 2025, with its last win coming in a 3-2 decision against UTEP on March 21st. EKU has won the previous 2 meetings all time against the Sugar Bears, so hopefully the rain can get out of the way and they can get these games in over the weekend. For this Thursday Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, hope you're staying safe and dry out there. Thanks for hanging out with us here, folks. On WBON TV, I'm Michael Watkins.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Hall & Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Hall & Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Hall & Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay when Hall & Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond. Call 859-626-7695 for Hall & Sons Auto Care.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
I love this card.
Thanks. Go Colonels. Is it here?
Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game? Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. Just want to touch back base on some of the road closures that we have in the area due to the severe weather, and to remind you that this weather system is not over. We are expecting more rain, and therefore we could expect more road closures. As of right now, we have that active mudslide that has been issued by the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. That is for the area between Boone's Trace Subdivision and the Kentucky River down there next to Proud Mary's. That is shut down until further notice. That's US 25. There's a detour in place for that. Make sure you're staying weather aware as we move into the overnight and in through the weekend. More rain, more storms are expected. And of course, we'll keep you up to date with that right here. We'll see you tomorrow live at 5.